Greetings of the day. Welcome one and all to a new session of English text class, chapter number 1, 'Taro's Reward. Let's enjoy a beautiful Japanese folk tale of a devoted, thoughtful and loving son named Taro. Folk tale, children, is a story passed on from generation to generation through storytelling. Taro was a quite young and energetic woodcutter. He used to work very hard to earn his livelihood and fulfill his parents' needs. He used to go to the forest, cut the wood, chop them, and sell them in the village. One day, when he returned back home from the forest, a very cold wind started blowing. As his parents were weak, they started shivering, and Taro's father casually expressed his wish of having a cup of sake. Sake, children, is a Japanese drink made from fermented rice, often served hot. Now, this made Taro a little sadder than ever because the heartwarming drink called sake was very expensive. But as he loved his parents ardently, Taro thought of working harder in order to earn more money for buying sake for his parents. Next morning, Taro jumped out of bed earlier than usual and made his way to the forest. He chopped and cut wood harder, which made his mouth dry and his face wet with sweat. But the love for his parents did not deter him from laboring hard. Suddenly, Taro heard the sound of water falling from a height. He ran in the direction of the sound, where he saw a beautiful waterfall hidden behind a rock. As he was thirsty, he cupped his hands in the shape of a bowl and drank a little. But what? To his surprise, it was delicious sake instead of water. Lo and behold, it was just like a dream come true for Taro. He quickly filled the container he had with him and hurried home. The old man was more than happy. After only one sip of the liquid, he stopped shivering. That afternoon, Taro's father politely offered the lady next door a cup of the sake and told her that his son had found a waterfall of sake in the forest. The lady then, by nightfall, spread the amazing news throughout the village. By the evening, there was a large group of people gathered around the woodcutter's house, each one eager to hear the story of the waterfall and having a sip of the sake. Next morning, Taro left for work even earlier than the morning before. After chopping some wood, he went to the waterfall, but to his utter surprise, he saw all his neighbors there who seemed very angry. Taro couldn't understand their cause of disappointment. He kept watching them from far and heard them complaining to be cheated because the water, which tasted as sake for Taro, was only a plain water for the villagers. As the villagers left angry and disappointed, Taro once again tasted the liquid, which was sake only. Do you know, children, why this happened? That the water which was sake for Taro became a plain water for the villagers? Because God was merciful, as Taro was a thoughtful, obedient and hard-working son who wants to fulfill all the wishes of his parents, whereas the villagers were greedy. The story of Taro and his magic waterfall reached the Emperor of Japan, who rewarded him. He also named the most beautiful fountain in the city after Taro. Do you know, children, why did the king give so much of honor to Taro? Because for his honest labor and selfless devotion towards his parents, which created a magic by turning an ordinary water into an expensive drink. The emperor then declared Taro as a role model for all the children and wanted them to be the worthiest son and daughter of their parents. The message that we get from the story is to be obedient and hardworking. God couldn't be everywhere, so He made parents. And to honor and respect the parents is the first duty of every child. We should be honest in our relations and should not do anything out of greed. I hope, children, you must have enjoyed the story. Stay at home, stay safe and healthy.